I was listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes recently, and during the sermon, he said, and this isn't like verbatim, but basically what he said is, your gift will get you to the destination, but it's your obedience that will make sure you stay. How many of us we know good and well certain things that are transpiring in our life are things that we're allowing. We're allowing it because we've gotten so used to it that we really think that this is how our life is supposed to be. We think really deep down that this is what our life is going to look like for the rest of our lives. The next 20 years, my life is going to look like that because that's just how it is, and that's how it's always been. I know many of us have that mindset where we don't believe that anything can change. We can't even wrap our mind around the fact that things can change. The first thing that must change, everyone, one of the most important things that we have to change is our way of thinking. We have to change our way of thinking. When we begin to change our way of thinking, we uncover those areas of improvement that we have to make in order to go up those levels. I've been talking about all week that so many of us are holding on to so much mess. We keep going in circles, doing the same thing over and over and over again, not learning our lesson the first time, not learning our lesson the fifth time, not learning our lesson the 100th time. So we keep retaking this thing. Again, what did Bishop say? Our gift will definitely get us to a destination, but it's our obedience, y'all. It's the obedience. I'm learning myself. When I talk about this unlayering of myself, when I talk about me being peeled apart like an onion, a good smelling onion, but like an onion, we really have to peel back the layers of who we are right now in this moment. Start peeling back those layers. Focus on one thing, though. Focus on one thing as you peel back that layer that I really hope you do. Peel back that first layer. Look at it. If that smell funky, that's because it is. But it's yours. That's your mess, right? That's something that you have got to work on, because if you don't, nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to change without you being a part of it. And you have to be active in this change. You can't be complacent. You can't be on the sidelines. No, honey. Hunt the pie, sugar plum. You have to be active in this thing. Your mess will become your message if you become active in your transformation. Part of that transformation is removing that excess baggage. We have to remove that excess baggage, because when we begin to remove those bags, it makes room for what is supposed to be in our life, y'all. What's supposed to be in our life. We begin to attract those things that are supposed to be in our life, the positive things. And we become better equipped to handle those negative situations that come up. We begin to get an overstanding that, okay, this does not feel good right now, but I know I have to go through this process so I can grow through this process. And I know at the end of this, God is going to have a blessing for me, and I'm going to be able to look back and be like, I came through that again. I came through something else again. But in order to do that, honey, you have to peel back those layers. You have to figure out why you are the way you are. You have to look at all the bags that you're carrying and say, you know what? This bag's so old. I need to let it go. I need to let that bag go. I need to let this bag go. And when you let that bag go, watch how you feel. You gonna feel a weight lifted off your shoulders. You gonna feel brand new, because you are, hunty. You are brand new. Look at big girl. She always coming to find her Grammy. You always coming to find your Grammy. Both of them. Both of them. My grand animals. They'll be going back to Chicago in a couple of days. I'm gonna miss them. I'm going to definitely miss them, but I don't want you to miss out on your opportunity to change your life. I don't want you to miss an opportunity. You've been blessed with another day today, so what are you going to do with it, honey? What you going to do with it? Don't you want your mess to become your message? Don't you understand that it's not just for you? Don't you understand that you're healing this for somebody too? Do you get it, hunty? Do you? Do you really understand? We want to overstand. We want to overstand in this thing called life. We want to take them punches as they come in, and we be like Tyson in his heyday and just take it. Because you trained. You trained for times like this, hunty. But you got to get moving. You got to start moving. You can't stay stagnant. You've been stagnant for a long time. You know how long you've been stagnant. You know how long you've been sitting, not doing anything, or the bare minimum. One thing I say, we can lie. We can lie to many people, but we can't lie to ourselves. We have to look at ourselves in the mirror and be honest. And when we aren't being honest with ourselves, that's when you start trying to numb. You start trying to numb that pain away. Numb that complacency away. Numb that feeling of hopelessness away. And it don't work, do it? I know that. It don't work. Unless you face it, it's going to keep coming up. As hard as it is going to be, it will make your life harder if you don't face it. Know who you are. Know why you are the way you are, and begin to heal. The more you learn more about you, that self-acceptance comes through self-discovery. Through self-discovery comes self-love. I love y'all long life. You know what I always say. You make sure you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful on purpose. Okay? On purpose. And make sure you subscribe and tune into Think and Grow with Vet Green. All right? Go ahead. Subscribe right now. Go ahead. You want me to pause for a minute? I'll take a little break for a minute while you go subscribe. Go ahead on over to YouTube. Subscribe to Think and Grow with Vet Green. And make sure you also catch me on the 716 Live morning show. Go to 716live.com. Hit that option for the radio. I am live with our morning show every Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Yep. Listen, I wouldn't have been able to do that had I not changed the things that were going on up here, y'all. I went from sleeping on my mama's couch to now president of 716 Live Radio. I'm telling you, when you put your mind to it and you begin to take action in your life, watch what happens. 21 days. Take one task. 21 days. Give it 21 days. And see what your life looks like after those 21 days. All right?